Hello, here we are at part 9 of this build of a guitar from a Hofner, an old Hofner neck. And it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I've decided that to get the action right, rather than shim the neck or playing any more off the heel of the neck, I'm going to actually shim the bridge up a little bit and then use the bridge adjuster screws to get the action spot on. So to do that, I'm making a shim out of this thin piece of some kind of softwood, and I've marked it out ready, and I'm going to plane the edges a little bit. And a digression here about things like this. Decided I didn't want to pay for a brand new plane. I wanted to buy an old one who had better steel, etc., had wooden handles rather than plastic. And there's a rabbit hole, because as soon as you go on the net to find out how to sharpen it, how to set it up, you can be hooked into plane restoration and even plane collecting. I guess that says more about the type of personality I am. So just drilling the holes in the shim. Oh, the brad hole first. Here we go. Okay. Just cutting the shim to size. Now to replace the bridge with its shim that I've just made. And tidying up is one thing, but packing away. What kind of maniac packs away the actual parts that he's working on? Here are the screws. Screwing down the bridge fixing screws into the face of the guitar. So now putting on some real strings to genuinely measure intonation. So I discovered that the holes in the neck are about a millimetre wrong. So I'm actually going to plug them and re-drill them. What fun! Using I think it's a chopstick. I'll make the plugs and with wood glue them in, cut them off, level them with a chisel. Plugs in place. Just wait for those to dry and then I'll saw them and pare them off with a chisel. Since I have the neck off anyway, I'll look and see if I've got something suitable for a shim. I'm going to go for this piece of spruce, or even this piece of spruce, which is much thinner and tapers. We will see. So there's the shim. Tapers from 0 up to about 1.5 millimeters. I'll try it and see what it does to the neck. Plug still drying and the shim in place. Fingers crossed. So now I'll get rid of I'm looking around for my saw. This thumping great thing, and I've lost it. Here it is, in all this mess. It's a Japanese saw whose teeth, there is no throw to the teeth, they don't stick out beyond the width of the blade. And it's made for flush cutting, just like this. So let's do some flush cutting. Okay, now the others. And so there we have the plugs cut off by the flush cutting saw, and I'll just finish that off with a wide bladed chisel. So I've redone the holes with the brad awl, offsetting them about 0.5 millimeter in the direction that the neck needs to go to line up better with the bridge and everything else. So now I'm going to drill a pilot hole . In each place. Cleared up most of the mess, and now we'll bolt the neck back onto the body and see if the corrections, the 2 corrections I've applied, have actually worked. So I can see straight away that the neck is much tighter against the base side of the pocket, which was what I wanted. The angle I've achieved by putting in the shim, I don't know yet. So I've put a base E string on, and the alignment of the neck is now spot on, and the angle of the neck I think is also spot on. The action's too high, but I haven't yet filed down the nut to let the string rest on the 0th fret, and I haven't raised this base saddle, so there's probably going to be enough adjustment to play with to get it spot on. So the bridge is in the right place, the neck is in the right place and at the right angle, and so this is the end of part 9. I think I turn next to the pickups.